under head coach Mike Zimmer, the Minnesota Fighting Vikings have had a bit of a kicker kerfuffle, as it were. So Blair Walshank at the bank, Daniel Carlson, 5th-round pick, just lit on fire. Corey Vedvik and all that entire mess. And then also Dan Baily, who was the most accurate kicker in NFL history when he joined the Vikings, becoming the least accurate kicker in the NFL in 2018, making 75% of his field goals. So great. All that other stuff. Because remember, this time last year, kicker was a big issue. It really was with the Vikings, especially the type of football that Mike Zimmer wants to play. Defense, low scoring, field position. Got to get those three. Got to get your three in. As soon as we're in field goal range, you got to settle for the three. Mike Zimmer football. How's that? Right? But then, all of a sudden, Dan Baily got his stuff together, and he had a phenomenal 29th season. Now, I wish he would have gotten his stuff together and gotten his head out of his ass before the Vikings traded that 5th-round pick for Corey Vedvik, and then the Ravens parlayed that 5th-round pick into Calais Campbell. Not that I'm bitter or anything, but Dan Baily, respect, did get his head out of his ass. Because remember, that first game where Vedvik was on the roster in preseason, Baily came out and nailed a 55-yard field goal. I think it was against Jacksonville. They're just like, pfft, and he was like, ka-chow. Now, if only he would do that before the Vikings just seriously lit significant draft capital on fire. That would have been nice. But Dan Baily, to his credit, was 27-29 from field goals in 2019, 93.1%. Also was 3 for 3 from 50 yards. Dan Baily, not known to being a big distance guy, but was also 40 of 44 on point after attempts. And now he's a free agent. And now the Vikings do have significant interest in bringing him back, and rightfully so. I think Dan Baily has deserved and earned a bit of an extension. Now, I'm not thinking a long-term one. I'm thinking, how about a 1-year lucrative guaranteed deal, $2-3 million, somewhere in there. That's about it. Because I think, frankly, that's all he's going to get on the market. So if he's looking for a multiple-year deal, probably not at his age either. And also, kicking is such a year-to-year proposition that I've always said that in lieu of giving a kicker a long-term extension, unless you do have a Justin Tucker or Steven Gostkowski at the top of his game, just franchise tag him. Kicker franchise tag is about $4 or $5 million a year. If you have the cap space, it's whatever. And also, the wheels may completely fall off of your kickers after a year. So he may just collapse mentally, which we've seen. Dan Baily, one of the best kickers in the NFL, Pro Bowler with the Cowboys. They came to the Vikings first year, got together the second year, so respect. So hopefully the Vikings can come to a deal with Dan Baily. I think he deserves it, and I think it's just, can we please worry about one less thing in 2020? All right, so the kicking game was a big concern last year. Can we just completely not whack-a-mole this thing? So just completely, Dan Baily signed. Dan Baily, have another good year. Can we focus on the cornerback room? Can we focus on QB of the future? Can we focus on offensive line, please? Can we just get that done? Yeah, so anyways, make it happen. Dan Baily, Vikings, ink it up. One less thing to worry about. Let's go. All right, your thoughts? Vikings interested in bringing back Dan Baily? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, below some of the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.